Hello and welcome to Prime News. First, a look at the headlines. Pay rent or vacate shop. CCP issues notice to nearly 300 shopkeepers. Shop owners demand 30 years lease agreement instead of 3 years. Illegal sand extraction on in Mandavi River at Amona in broad daylight. More than 40 canoes engaged in illegal extraction. Extraction posing threat to bridge. Central Committee inspects sports facilities at Bamboli and Vasco. Will submit a report soon to central government, says Joint Secretary. High Court unhappy over investigation in Matka case, gives Goa police 2 weeks time to file status report. NGPDA decides to open Panaji ODP for revision. Decision to allow 2 extra floors without FAR. ODP subcommittee for Talegaon and MAPSA finalized. And Justice Lodha Committee suspends Mayappan and Kundra for life. CSK and Rajasthan Royals franchisee suspended for 2 years. And now the news in detail. Pay the rent or vacate the shop. Corporation City of Panaji has asked all its tenants in the market to sign the lease agreement or vacate the shops. Under Goa Public Premises Act, CCP has issued notices to nearly 300 shopkeepers. Commissioner of CCP Sanjit Rodrigues informed that CCP has decided to vacate shops if the shop owners fail to sign lease agreement. Shop owners want 30 years lease agreement instead of 3 years.
Corporation City of Panaji finally initiated legal action against the shop owners who have failed to sign the lease agreement. CCP had issued notices to nearly 300 shop owners in New Market Complex in Panaji, with 15 days time to attend the hearing and produce a documentary evidence.
Proceedings have started, hearings are going on. During the last hearing, we have met with all the tenants as well as their legal representative. They have sought some time to understand the lease and to come back with a proposal. If that happens, they have been given limited time. If that happens, we will welcome it. Otherwise, the proceedings of eviction under Public Premises Eviction Act will go on from this week onwards.
According to the lease agreement, basic rate is 256 rupees per square meter per month.
There has been a loss to the corporation caused by this non-signing of agreement, non-payment of rent. Our audit has been objecting to it. There are CAG queries on it. The PAC is also inquiring on this. So there is a lot of pressure on the corporation to either sign the agreement or go for eviction. There is also a PIL filed in the High Court. The High Court is also hearing this matter. The case may come up sooner or later. The court is also perhaps monitoring this case. So we have to complete these eviction proceedings in quick time.
Meanwhile, the Panaji Municipal Market Tenants Association has objected to the new drafted rate. They are also not ready to sign lease agreement of 3 years. Panaji New Market Complex was built in 2004-2005. CCP is spending nearly 9 crores on the maintenance of market, but till date it has hardly recovered any amount. Almost 150 more odd shopkeepers are yet to be issued the notices, while the hearings for documentary evidence for the rest is on. How many vacate finally is yet to be seen. Reporter Mahesh Khadi with Chetan Gavas for Prudent.
Despite several complaints, illegal sand extraction is on in Mandavi River at Amona. In broad daylight, more than 40 canoes are engaged in illegal sand extraction. Sources allege that concerned authorities are not taking any cognizance of the complaints. Heavy sand extraction near Amona Breach is posing a threat to the breach.
Taking advantage of low rainfall, sand extractors are fully engaged in illegal sand extraction in Mandvi River at Amona. The large number of canoes are extracting sand near the Amona Bridge. It is causing threat to the Amona Bridge. On the conditions of anonymity, complainants said that they have filed several complaints with the Mines and Geology Department, but department is doing nothing. On Tuesday, Prudent visited Amona site and found that more than 40 canoes are engaged in extracting sand in broad daylight. Sources say the illegal activity is on during daytime openly and authorities do not take any action. Prudent contacted Mines Department Additional Director Parag Nagarsekar. He said many times Mines Department takes action against the illegal sand extractors. Powers also given to Captain of Ports, Police and Road Transport Department to act against the sand extractors. Similarly, area where sand is dumped belongs to Public Works Department, but till date PWD has not filed any complaints against the violators. The huge stack of extracted sand awaiting transportation is lying in the government property just under the Amona Bridge. A gate at the end of the PWD approach road has been put in place to protect the property. Bureau Report, Prudent.
The Central Committee of the Sports Ministry completed their two-day trip to Goa by inspecting sports facilities at Bamboli and Vasco on Tuesday. The committee will submit the report to the central government soon, informed the Joint Secretary Onkar Kedia. The Central Committee was in Goa to check on Sports Authority of Goa's plan for next year's National Games. SAG will now prepare a detailed proposal to request funds from the centre and hope to get a substantial help to execute all the infrastructure work.
Joint Secretary of Sports Government of India, Onkar Kedia, seemed satisfied with what he saw during his visits to various venues proposed to hold National Games Goa 2016.
We have come basically to see what are the infrastructure requirements and what will be the expenditure for the infrastructure that is required and what should be the central share. So at this moment, we are not able to say anything concrete. Since yesterday, we have been going to various venues. We have seen almost all the venues, not only the venues which are going to be put up, but also the venues which are already there. The venues in which not much work is required, the venues in which some refurbishing is required, and the venues which are greenfield venues. So we have seen all the venues, we have assessed the situation, and I think the Goa government is pursuing it very seriously. You can see that in our team we have Secretary General of the Indian Olympic Association also. So we have taken this task very, very seriously. We will go back and we will try to submit a report very soon. Ultimately it is for the government to take the decision. But we have done our work of going to various venues and looking at the requirements.
After travelling across the length and breadth of Goa on Monday, Tuesday saw the visiting team along with the state government sports officials land at Shyama Prasad Indoor Stadium and Bambole Athletic Stadium in the morning. Their next destination was Chikle Sports Complex, which has a squash practice facility and a ground, followed by a visit to Tirak Stadium. The Chikle facility is headed for a proposed upgradation, informed SAG Executive Director Sandeep Jakis.
They have inspected this particular venue, which we intend to create a facility for squash in Shikali, which will help benefit the Murmungaon Taluka as a whole.
Bureau Report, Prudent.
Madgaon police busted a sex racket on Tuesday. They raided Lotus Spa near Sine Lata in Madgaon. 3 girls were rescued from the parlour. Madgaon police are conducting further investigation. Bailanto Ecuador Auda Viegas has condemned the incident. We will take a short break here. Stay tuned.